Hi, it is Sunday, I think, April 10th, 2016, and a little vlog update. Things are really weird right now. Just really weird. Let's see, I was telling you I had plantar fasciitis. I discovered I went to see a podiatrist and I had it in both feet. So, he gave me shots in my heels of an anti-inflammatory, not cortisone, but something else, and B12. And I had 2 rounds of that. I have my last round tomorrow, and then hopefully that'll be cured. I haven't run very much. I've been kind of under the weather for a little while. I had a cold, and then I was just really tired, and then now I had an emergency kind of root canal this week, and I had a really bad tooth pain on my tooth behind it, but they couldn't really find anything on that. But the X-ray showed that crown that I've had for years and years was in big trouble. So we had to do a root canal, which I was putting off for years and years and years, redoing that crown because I was worried about the money and I didn't want to interrupt my training schedule. And it became infected in the roots, and so I finally said, yes, let's do it now. So then I had a root canal this week on, let me move this, on Thursday. I'm looking really tired. Sorry about that. And I'll move this closer. Move that. And then Friday, I actually didn't work out. Thursday, I did not do my running with my coach because I had the root canal scheduled. And then Friday, I did not go to the gym, which I haven't done in a long, long time, because I woke up, I felt like someone punched me in the jaw and yanked out my tooth, which is pretty much kind of how, though they drilled. And so I didn't go to the gym, and then I didn't do CrossFit, and things were going okay. I had to take a lot of ibuprofen, and there was some pain, and then the ibuprofen would help, and then there was pain. And then yesterday morning, I was in a lot of pain, and I couldn't get it to stop, and the dentist said to call his emergency number, but I didn't have it. They didn't give it to me. It wasn't on their message, so I was freaking out, and then I found a way that I had their number, and then I got hold of the dentist. And then I had another emergency procedure yesterday, but he thought maybe it was really infected, but it wasn't, so I don't know what the deal was. So he opened it back up, did a little more root canaling, and I think it's better today after that. He cut open the cover they put on and left it a little open, so I'm hoping that helps. So I'm taking a lot of ibuprofen, which I don't like, and I'm hoping that it gets better soon and I don't have to keep taking ibuprofen and I don't have pain. It seems to be better today. I hope so. I have a new antibiotic. It's just been really weird lately. And then I was home and I was not feeling like doing too much, which is really a bummer because there's so much I want to do. And remember my little ant problem? Well, I had Googled about it to see what I could do, and it said something about being moisture ants, and I'm like, So I have these decks, and I have this outdoor carpet I put on top so I don't slip and die every year. And I thought, maybe I should lift that up. I lifted that up, and my decks were really wet and rotted and getting rotted, and termites were eating it, and oh my gosh, it's just not good. I'm like, oh no. So again, another problem I had put off years and years ago, retexturing and doing something, painting with the deck. I didn't know what to do. I was so overwhelmed, and I just thought, well, I'll try laying different things, different strips so that I don't fall, and those things worked, but oh no, son, I have big problems around my house. So it turns out that, I bought my own house, it turns out, in 2003. My first house ever. I'm a single person, and it's a great house, a wonderful location. I love my location, I love my house, I love my town. But being single and stuff, it's been really overwhelming to keep up with it. So I've just put things off, and things are expensive, and I put things off, and even when I had the money, I put them off because it was really overwhelming, and now everything is catching up. I have so much that needs to be done around here. It needs to be painted externally, which I put off for years and years, and now there's water damage around, and so this is a life lesson here. My feet, my tooth, my house, my deck, I put things off, and now they're all catching up. So one way I've been putting things off is by focusing on my training and bodybuilding and competing. That's something I could do, that's something I had control over. That's something I had power to do. I had the capability of doing it. And it felt like I was being productive, while I was accomplishing something. And it was something I could do rather than this stuff around my house that I don't know how to do, and it's really overwhelming to me. And so now here I am. So it's this weird life opportunity of a lesson, and I'm not sure how it's going to end up. Because then when I train a lot, I'm really tired, so then I don't want to do things around the house too. When I cut back on training, then I actually have energy to get things caught up and even garden and all kinds of stuff. So it's so hard, trying to find a balance. And I have an easy life. I mean, I'm single. I don't have kids. I don't have a husband or a relationship. Some people have families and everything, and tons of responsibilities, and I don't. And so though training and competing is really time intensive and everything intensive, I have the luxury of being able to schedule and structure my life to do that. But even then, a lot is sacrificed, a lot, and financially and energy-wise and time-wise, and so it's tough. Like, I don't know how people do it unless they're married and they have someone supporting them, or they have sponsors and someone supporting them, or they take a break. So I don't know. I might have to take a break from something. I don't know. I have to address these things at my house because it's falling apart, and that's bad. So I'm not quite sure. I've been really enjoying. Sorry, my laundry's going. Speaking of getting things accomplished, I'm just multitasking. I've been really enjoying my vegan food. I've been really enjoying my diet. 2 weeks ago, I lost 2 inches off my waist measurement, which was so exciting. But this week, nothing's changed with my measurement, and I'm sure it has to do with all the stuff I'm dealing with and not feeling well and treatments, and I haven't been able to train as much either. So I'm hoping I'm getting leaner as I go, healthier and leaner. Because it would be nice to just get some stuff accomplished and not worry about my food and my diet, as long as I'm staying with it, that it's accomplishing something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really excited about eating vegan. So I'm hoping it does my body good, and in health and in getting leaner. So it's a little bit of a dilemma this weekend. A lot going on, and I guess I'll just have to address things one at a time and prioritize. That's what I woke up this morning thinking about. What needs to be done first in my house, work, outside the house, and getting some priorities going. So that's my update. It's a weird one, but it's life here. The good news, it's been beautiful. It's spring, it's lovely, and it is a great time to get things done. Okay, hope you're all well. Bye.